President Ruto has launched the second phase of the construction of the 582 billion shilling standard gauge railway from Suswa to Malaba, a development move that is expected to unlock not only Kenya's economic potential, but also in the entire East African region. The 369-kilometer stretch will be done in two phases, first from Suswa to Kisumu, then to Malaba, with over 5 counties expected to benefit from this project, which will enhance freight and passenger transport within the western region. NTV's Ruth Sarmoei-Cheseng reports from the county of Narok.
Emototo village in Narok County played host to the groundbreaking of this multi-billion infrastructure project expected to connect the port of Mombasa and other landlocked countries in the East African region. President William Ruto underscored how the extension is a completion of the Nairobi-Mombasa standard gauge railway project, whose operations began in 2017, 5 years since its construction was initiated.
Demand for efficient transport is rising rapidly. Transport cargo from the port of Mombasa reached 7.37 million tons in just 6 months of 2025. with nearly 70% of that cargo destined for Uganda. Yet today, cargo still takes up to 80 hours from Mombasa to Malaba and over 100 hours to Kampala. A slow transport corridor, ladies and gentlemen, inevitably loses business and weakens our competitiveness as a nation.
The first phase of the SGR saw the construction of 472 kilometers from Mombasa to Nairobi, with phase 2A stretching another 120 kilometers from Nairobi to Naivasha at the Suswa Inland Container Depot. The 264 stretch from Suswa to Kisumu, dubbed phase 2B, will have passenger trains running at 120 kilometers per hour and freight trains operating at 80 kilometers per hour. This project, spanning across 5 counties, is not only expected to create jobs but also decongest the roads.
Ati tunashindua ile reli ambayo tulikuwa tumeambiwa imekuja imefika pahali imesimama huko. Leo una connect kutoka pale Suswa ije ipitie Narok North mpaka Bomet.
Narok today will qualify to be amongst the low economic or low-cost countries, low-cost counties that global firms can set up base for manufacturing for the world, because the distance to market is almost been brought to zero.
This new phase will have 7 stations, including stops in Mulot, Narok, Bomet, Sotik, Sondu, and Ahero. The main terminus will be in Kisumu West. The railway line will have 79 bridges covering 43 kilometers, 8 tunnels totaling to 14.26 kilometers, and 376 culverts. In addition, it has been designed to handle freight trains weighing up to 4,000 tons, while the Kisumu Port branch will include 1 bridge and 8 culverts. The lakeside city of Kisumu will also have 2 freight stations at Kibos and Kodiaga. This project is expected to open up the northern corridor and boost regional trade.
This corridor holds immense economic potential. Western Kenya produces tea, maize, sugar, and rice, and supports a vibrant fishing sector in the Lake Victoria region. Ultimately, this project is about the future of trade in the Great Lakes region, Uganda, Rwanda, Burundi, South Sudan, and the Democratic Republic of Congo, which will depend on efficient access to the sea.
Phase 2C will see the construction of 107-kilometer line from Kisumu to Malaba at the Kenya-Uganda border. Ruth Sarmoei-Cheseng, NTV.